Well, hello everybody. This is Todd with Duct Tape Hanger. This is going to be our next big project. It is a Kangke Howard DGA-12. It's an older ARF. A little bit about its history. I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and probably 2020, maybe 2019. I found this on Facebook Marketplace, and they also had the Kangke Monocoop, the 90A. Um, I bought both of them. I think I paid $250 for the pair, and I had to drive up to about 3 hours or so north of Phoenix and pick them up. And I ended up selling the monocoop. I recouped all my money out of the monocoop. Kept this one. I like the looks of this one a lot better than I do the monocoop. Always liked Howard's designs. I love the Mr. Mulligan. I have one of those as well that needs to be finished. It'll probably be on a future episode as well. And this one, I moved back to Indiana in 2021. I ended up selling it because I just didn't have the room or time or anything to figure it out. Sold it to a friend of mine. When I bought those two P40s, the Top Flight Giant P40s, the one that we just finished up the project on, I had two of them. One with retracts and that. Well, I paid $300 for the pair of those, and I ended up trading the one with the retracts, the damaged wingtip, for this one, for this ARF back. He never did anything to it. Just sat since the day he got it for me a few years ago, 4 years ago, and thought now would be the time to get it ready. So long story short, we got it back. I pretty much figured that that trade probably recouped probably a couple $100 worth at least of my 300 I invested into the P40s, and it's never been finished. Everything is just kind of loosely put together right now. Nothing is none of the hinges are done. Any of that, they're just lightly just set in there. It's got one little hole here. I did that when I was moving back from Arizona. I had it stuffed in the car with a bunch of other things, and something poked it. I do have a little pieces of covering. It's a nice little solid airframe. According to the manual, I still have the manual that I got from the guy. Let's take a look at some of the specs here. Let's take a look here. I think it's about a 95-inch span. 95-inch span. Going to be 16, 17 pounds. We are going to run a G38 Zenoa on it that has been switched over to ignition. So it'll be a lot lighter, won't have the big flywheel. We're going to run that on here. As long as it fits well in the cowl. I got to take a look, and I'm pretty sure it'll be all right. It's kind of recessed in. We should have plenty of room. It's a pretty nice looking airplane. It's a classy design. I love this era of airplanes. I love the 30s. I think they just did a fantastic job of making real classy airplanes. I used to be an all aerobatic guy, and for some reason now the last few years everything has been scale. We will be doing a few other projects while we're working on this one because this one's going to take a while. I need to dress up and do some covering and paint work on a 102-inch span Bud Nosen P51. You can kind of see it standing there. That's a 35% cap, and this P51 is taller than it. It is a big Mustang. Very sports scale. Very sports scale if you know anything about Bud Nosen. They are just absolutely massive. It was one of the ugliest planes I've ever bought with stickers all over it. It was just badly done. I bought it for a very reasonable price in an online estate auction. So, and it has a DLE 85 that I don't think was ever ran before. I had to work on the throttle and get that going, but it was very, very ugly airplane. So I got to do a lot of work to that to just make it look a little better. I have a 105-inch Tiger Moth right here. we were running it up at the field, getting ready to fly. We were holding it by the top wing. Had a couple guys holding it by the top wing. Well, it ended up breaking this joint here. This one right here. I got to go in and rebuild these, and I'm gonna have to go in here and cut it, make it work, make it fit. Did that on that one, and then it broke one on the wing, so I have to cut and make 2 of those. And my GBR2, my Byron GB, I need to fix a gear leg. That's if you've seen this strut sitting here on the table, it came unglued. I had a rough landing with it. It flew in. The landing wasn't terrible, but this thing has had some rough landings, and it eventually just popped that loose. I need to re-glue that in, and I'm probably going to have to shim it. Take some balsa, something, and shim this up around here. Maybe some little slivers of hardwood, get around it to make sure it fits tighter in the recess that they have for it, and get her glued in. That's going to be a fun one. Be a quick fix. It's going to be more downtime gluing than waiting for it to dry than to set it up. So it shouldn't be a big deal. But I want to get that flying. We got some fly-ins coming up, and everybody likes to see a GB fly. So got to do that. Hoping to test fly the P40 this weekend. Today is Tuesday. I'm hoping to get it out Saturday. Definitely want to get some video of that, so you guys can kind of see the completed process. Really looking forward to it. I think we're going to have a good time doing this one as well. I don't know if all the hardware is there. I might have to make some things work. I do know the side windows are missing. All those are gone. The front windshield is very warped. It has seen its finger away. It has seen its better days. That front windshield is in really rough shape. It is really bad. And actually, I don't even look like the right front. Oh, maybe I got backwards. There we go. That's why it didn't even look right. That looks better. But we're going to have to do a lot of carving and cutting to try and get that to fit and look halfway decent. So, well, we'll see what we can do and start working on her. I'm looking forward to making this fly. I kind of thought this would be an interesting build because that's what the other P40 got me this back. And I think it'd be interesting. Hope you guys enjoy it. I appreciate all the likes and follows. You guys have been great. Thanks again. I know I've only been at this a week. I'm trying to get a little better at it. I'm going to start using the tripod more, showing you more in-depth videos of what I do. And we'll go from there. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.